Alright. Well, hey everyone, Wanderbots here, and welcome back to, Dad Quest Jellyfish Puncher Edition. Let's
AKA
go.
Song of the Deep.
Let's go punch more jellyfish. I don't know what game you're talking about. We are punching jellyfishes, and we have to save Dad. I see no reason to title the game any other. You know what? I really want that, actually. Just occasionally games to just have painfully literal titles to the point of it being comical.
Yep.
Like,
So
what?
this is the second time we're playing this. We do have the first episode.
Well, second time. This is the second episode, so for those of you watching from stream, we're sorry. Can I punch these?
Long story short, poor girl and her father make a living with him being a fisherman. And stop with the barnacles.
I just want to comment that it looks like I'm cracking the glass, and it's just like, well, that looks terrifyingly problematic.
And in any case, he goes missing at sea, and she decides to craft this sub out of nothing but scrap and with no former training, and it is somehow seaworthy. And you
Mary
died for the
shuddered,
first time.
as if recovering from a bad dream. For a moment, she thought
Did
she'd
you?
experienced her own death. But it had merely been the time showing her one of the many possible roads ahead.
Alright.
Okay.
So we're not going into those. I
They
mean,
looked fairly deadly. I mean, anything that resembles
yeah, it was...
tentacles.
It's pretty obvious, don't go in there, but at the same time, you know, I had to see, are they dangerous? The answer is yes. Yes, very. Oh, no, oh, come on. Yeah, so we need some way of getting smaller. Maybe we can get out of the sub eventually. I'm not entirely sure.
Or you can try hooking things. Are you sure the
I could not hook those. I was trying to hook my biz in there. It was not taking at all. Oof. Oh, hey.
More eels.
Yeah.
I don't
was the
think
button
they'll
for
be giving you
lights?
anything for free this time.
You
Also,
never know.
they do not like the light. Or do they? Oh, you stuck with them long enough. They
Yeah.
give you treasure.
You hang out long enough and the eels are like, friend now, have thing. And we're like, sweet. Okay, yeah. Stay away from the jelly anemones. Looks like there's a way to get them to move though. If this is here.
Yeah. Otherwise, it's just a nest of death.
What is
Also-
this thing?
Uh,
Killable.
ooh.
That's
Well,
what it is.
not
And
as
now
invincible
angry.
as it looked like it would be. Those things are freaky.
Luckily I can punch him.
Also, what's that thing?
I don't know. Less
think it was-
punchable.
I think we'd seen that earlier.
I wonder if I have to protect it.
It's cute. So cute.
It's like a weird snail
It looks
slug.
like a cuttlefish.
Yeah, it's like a cuddle slug.
Or
Oh.
baby
Glowing
Cthulhu.
Cuttlepups swam through the dark caverns, heedless of their deadly surroundings. Maybe they were tougher than they looked. Even the stinging anemones seemed to avoid them.
Oh, Cuttlepup.
Cuttlepups.
That's a name. That is the cutest name. I love it. Okay. It doesn't look like there's anything we missed along the way there either. Perfect. Okay.
Thank you, Cuttlepup.
Cuttlepup.
More Cuttlepups.
Well, I think that's the same one.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I thought I saw one sink down, but oh well.
No, they kind of like
You're gonna
randomly
have to follow Cuttlepup, or else those are
Well-
gonna come back and you'll never get through.
No, they patrol randomly. See?
Ah,
They're on loop.
there are more Cuttlepups.
Yeah, there's a bunch of Cuttlepups. So I'm not stuck here.
Yeah, I was wondering why there are spider webs
Oh.
underwater too. Don't know any such creature that would create those.
We need something fancy. Oh, come on. Really? Can't get this? We need something
You need
fancy to
to-
knock that thing loose.
I mean, you would have to weaken that joint that's still holding it to the rock above.
Yeah, but like, I think we need whatever it is that breaks these stone pillar looking things. I'm assuming that's the upgrade I get in this area.
What was over to the right though? At the
I don't
very
know, I
edge.
can't
No,
get there
no,
yet.
No, not on the map. In the map. No, not on that map. Yeah, what's that? Oh, is that a starfish?
Yes.
Aw, starfish will not be strong enough.
No. Not even
by
remotely
any means.
close. Okay, now let's wait for the... Yeah, so we're looking for probably that upgrade up there, so that I can start breaking some of these things, but we're not entirely sure yet. That's adorable, though.
Mm-hmm.
I like this game. It's a very...
And what does that do?
Not a clue. Oh, I see.
Yeah, let's follow that guy out.
See that gate down below?
Oh.
Cuttlepup.
Oh, you need to follow it out swiftly enough.
Yeah, so apparently it's on a timer. I thought it would slowly go back, but that's not the case.
Mm-hmm.
It's okay. I mean, this won't take very long anyway. We can just follow this one through. Yeah, so I'll just quick pull it.
Well, now you have the extendo reach, so that should help.
And we're good. Oh.
It's receding.
Yeah, so
no.
I actually do have to pull it harder. I thought it was just kind of like a Boolean thing, but no. Depending on how far you pull it, the longer it lasts. Okay, well that makes sense. I was a little bit worried. Well, not worried. I was a little bit unclear.
Okay.
Okay, no. See how there's a second Cuttlepup?
You're gonna wait for the second Cuttlepup to come
Yeah.
around.
I'm gonna give it...
I think that's as far as you can tug the thing.
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
But now we wait for this. I like the fact that the speed boost is literally just that. Nothing more, nothing less. I'd be kind of annoyed if it was the kind of speed boost where you, like, shoot forward.
Mm-hmm.
That always makes it just so hard to control, and I never like that in games.
Oh.
Well, no, sometimes I do, sometimes I
Crab.
don't. It depends on the game. And in this one, I'm totally okay.
Missing Mr. Hermit Crab.
Yep. Though I don't think we're particularly rich here. Yeah, we don't have any money.
Did you ever
I guess I
see
could get the turbine.
pet hermit crabs?
I mean, I've seen hermit crabs. I've had friends that have owned hermit crabs.
My cousin, she had 2 hermit crabs named Calvin and Hobbs. They were
Funny.
the weirdest little things.
I like it how he's got this, like, secret gold storehouse behind him that he hasn't looted yet. He's like, I don't care about this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I have trouble motivating myself to even go back into my stockhouse. It's a lazy existence. But, I mean, whatever. I live with my house on my back. I don't care.
That submarine's a little too tubby.
Yeah. So there's definitely some kind of, like, shrinky-dink mod that we can get for
Merrin
ourselves.
sailed out into a great, open expanse of water. The howls of hungry leviathans echoed in the distance. This seemingly bottomless trench was known as the Maw.
Oh, yes. That's because
Well, first and foremost, let's grab the warp point. So now we can warp between the Marrow Ruins and the Maw freely, which is nice. Though I'd like to get back to the early parts because there's some loot there. That's another thing we're not going to be able to get as we currently are. What? What's this? Why is there just a random hook here?
Maybe it pulls something else further up and
Yeah, I
around.
don't know. Well, we got an item over here, so we should probably grab that.
Ooh, nice.
Unless
A
I
chest?
can't. It's a chest, but it's too covered in plants.
Mm-hmm.
Unless we
Shine your light on them? Just
oh yeah.
nah. These plants.
No,
are
it's
not
do you
affected
see
by
how
that.
it like lights up green occasionally?
Mm-hmm.
I bet there's something we need to use. And there's no way I'm getting through there.
Nope.
Okay.
And the anchor won't do any good. Okay, there's a hook there and there. I wonder. Oh, it's because of the current.
Yeah.
A hard-headed Nautilosaurus watched Merrin from a distance, waiting for an opportunity to strike.
A Nautilus. Whoa.
Ow. Okay. Bap, 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 bap.
Now this is a mini
Bad
boss.
touch. I don't know if this is a mini boss or what. It doesn't look particularly fightable.
I think you're gonna have to, yeah, hook it on those
Well,
anchors.
I can get some more HP. I don't know. It strikes me as the kind of thing that I can't kill yet.
You haven't even tried yet, though.
It's true. I might actually be able to
Fleeing
make it
from
down this.
battle.
Let's wait for a second. Oh, come on. If I can just get in here. There we go. Okay. There's some kind of treasure at the bottom of this, so we might as well grab it. We just have to wait for our fin to light back up blue. And we're good.
There we go.
Okay. I don't know. It's probably just money. Yeah.
And another fish statue.
Yeah. Woo! 300 though. That is not small
was-
quantity.
An expensive jade one, perhaps.
Yeah. I like jade. I kind of wish there were more jade things.
I thought your favorite stone was malachite.
Malachite and jade.
You like, it's odd because you hate the color green, yet you love green stones.
I like blue-green.
Blue-green.
Yeah,
I see.
green bores me. But, like, notice how most of these colors are, like, blues, cyans, teals, blue-greens, turquoises. Like, that's the kind of... This is a boss arena. No?
No,
Okay.
they're a bunch of angry urchins.
Mini-boss room. Okay, let's grab that. Did I already kill everybody?
That's odd. Is that a peculiar air bubble?
Oh. You do know that the enemies will drop, Ow, come on.
They do drop health and
Yeah, they drop health and
energy.
energy. Which I've yet to... Oh.
Into colliding with objects.
I'm over here. Okay.
Maybe it'll crack its own shell open.
Okay. What's it doing?
It's spinning around because it's... Oh, it's gonna puff. There it goes.
Okay.
So...
This is where... Ow. That's okay. So I just have to stay slightly
Remember
away
the
from
Nautilus
it.
is at the aquarium?
Not... Yeah, vaguely. They were hard to see. Oh, wow. They only take two hits to kill.
That's because they were hiding.
Yeah.
But, yeah, it's just like a blast from the past. What?
I don't know. Every time I hear anybody say that
Lauren
with any
found
level
another
of...
fragment of a Fomori sentinel. Each new piece would help her further strengthen her own vessel.
Every time I hear somebody say that with, like, some level of emphasis, I'm just like, are you from the 90s? You are from the 90s.
We were born in the 90s. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I know, but it's just, like, such a weird night. Oh, cannon.
Can't...
I was like, what is this lurking in the waters? The answer is death. Oh, come on. I wonder if I could get the cannons to shoot each other.
No.
The answer is no. They are
They're
unkillable.
impervious
Well,
to
that
each other.
sucks.
Well, hey, now you know how to fight this guy. Take him through the anchors. Maybe?
I don't
No.
know. Oh.
You need to heal.
Yeah, we're in trouble. Let's get out of here. It can't catch me. We're the
There you
gingerbread
go.
man, and there's a healing thing right here. Okay, there we go. Have we actually run into enemies respawning yet in this game?
I don't believe so. Oh, he's gonna come after you.
Yeah.
Here you go.
Okay, let's wait down here. Yeah, I actually have no idea if there's... If enemies respawn at all in this game. That's
Alright, now are you
interesting,
gonna
actually.
venture out into the maw?
Yep. Just gotta...
Anchor yourself.
Yeah.
Two
Oh.
anchors. Oh, but they come off the chains. That's perilous. That's if you hold on to them too long, perhaps. Why don't you get that guy?
I'm kind of stuck, though.
Yeah, true. He is gonna...
You get out of here.
Awesome.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, some of them fall. Do you see the three-pronged ones?
Yeah.
They don't seem to ever come off. However, the standard, like, two-pronged ones might. Or maybe it was just that one.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, good. I don't have to worry about it resetting. Okay, that's cool. This is interesting.
Yeah, and if you let go, I wouldn't doubt it. You just keep tumbling off
Oh,
into
yeah.
nothingness forever.
Speaking of tumbling, that one is,
What
when
does
they-
some
when
of
they-
those anchors hold over there? They look like bizarre spheres.
Yeah, that's an interesting question. You know, I bet we're gonna get a closer look at them. They're too distinctive an object to just ignore. I'm glad I got that, like, rotor thing before we came here. Oh. No.
Whoa. Oh. This... Okay. People are asking for stories.
People are always asking for stories. Ignore
Okay.
them. They're meaningless. Focus on the game. The
Right,
game is the
but
important
this
part.
has to do with lures and hooks.
Aye.
Okay, so once I was at, Dick's Sporting Goods, I think it's still funny, and I was trying to find a new lure for fishing, because when I was young, we would go off to one of the Finger Lakes, and fishing had been one of my favorite pastimes. Granted, we would always catch and release kind of thing. So I wanted to get a
Mary looked
unique
out
lure.
across miles and miles of sunken ships. She had entered Skeleton Reef.
Ooh.
How many ships lay here? Hundreds. Maybe thousands. The very thought gave her chills. But she knew that somewhere amidst the broken wrecks she would find her father's boat.
Ooh, wow.
According to people,
Are you-
they're bathyspheres, which makes sense.
This is a little too far north to be where near the Bermuda Triangle is, right? I assume this is
But there's
supposed to
plenty
be
of
Irish.
Ship graveyards along the way.
Right. So, in any case, I decided to pick up a catfish lure. Now, it's not a lure intended for catfish, it's a lure intended for bass. But it's shaped like a tiny little catfish with bright blue eyes, because I suppose there's a type of catfish with blue eyes. And supposedly they even sprayed it with catfish scent, which I found really amusing. The one issue with the lure is that it was so heavy, you could not use it with a bobber. And I always relied on bobbers to determine whether or not I had caught something. So I found that I had to always use it in very close proximity to the dock. So once I was going fishing in my friend's pond, and I was just fooling around with the lure because, oddly enough, playing with the catfish lure was just fun in and of itself. And I actually developed something like a circus, like a flea circus, and it was like the catfish show. And I'd be like, hello there, I'm Mr. Catfish, and this is the catfish show. I'll perform amazing feats like jumping in the air and somersaulting with ease. Things of that nature. So my friend was laughing up a storm at this while I was flipping this lure in and out of the water. And lo and behold, I prepare Mr. Catfish for a final leap, which will take him feet into the air. And I tug up my line, and out of the water comes a massive bass, and it just chomps down on poor Mr. Catfish. And we eventually reeled it in onto the dock, but this thing was like 2 or 3 feet long, and her father was quite impressed. Needless to say, I decided that in the future I did not want to lose Mr. Catfish, and I haven't really used him since, but that was a fun story.
I never really played with hooks. I was always too terrified of getting them caught inside me in any way, shape, or form.
Wait, well, I can understand if you're, casting the line and you're worried about hooking it on someone else. I know that that's happened.
Okay.
Also,
I don't
by the
like
way,
this thing.
catfish are really, really, really kind fish. If you ever meet a real catfish, because they tend to be slow, bottom feeders, and they really like bright yellow flippers. I befriended a catfish that was also in the very same lake, and every single day I'd go out there looking
I
for
sacrificed
him.
myself as tribute. Oh.
Well,
Huh.
wasn't that just wood? I thought you could...
No, that's
hammer
not the
through.
kind that I could blow through.
Woo!
Yeah.
That looks like an old-fashioned mine.
It's creepy as shit.
And, yeah, every day I would go out and try to find Mr. Catfish. The living Mr. Catfish, not the lure Mr. Catfish. And, he would be there, but he would have drifted over maybe about 5 or 10 feet. And it was about a week or so later that he finally drifted off into the neighbor's docking area. And I had to say my farewells. But it was really amusing. And my relatives were all like, there's Michelle out in the water, hanging out with the fish, because she's a fish. The good old days.
Now we just stay inside and play video games all day.
Oh, we don't actually get to see fish.
To be fair, it'd be pretty weird if we saw fish. Okay, this is a pain in the ass. I have to... There we go. I have to more or less blow these things up on me to actually get them to blow up on the things I want.
Oh, now
Okay.
chat's asking about weird food.
Uh...
Well, there was Professor Middleton's anthropology class.
Oh yeah, Fling It with the Boost.
Where,
I could try that. Oh, gross.
What? The crickets? Yes.
Yeah.
The jalapeno fried cricket legs.
Gross.
I suppose it was a delicacy down in whatever part of Mexico the tribes were that he had studied.
Yeah, I'm sure. I'm sure people like eating their bugs and stuff, but you will never ever convince me. His eyes are bugging out. I just realized.
Well, there's also the alligator nuggets.
Fuck.
Realistically, guys, alligator tastes like chicken.
Yeah, chat, for those of you suggesting you can't power throw these mines, it doesn't work. Sadly. I actually have to get them up in, like, the right position.
Sorry, I ceased to pay attention to the game. What are we, trying to blow up right now?
We're trying to blow up one of those, like, metal doors.
Oh.
Yeah. This is why I only pay half attention to chat, because if you pay too much attention to chat...
It impedes progress.
Well,
I know,
well,
but
not
you
even
don't
impedes
need my input
progress.
on everything,
It's true.
do you? Okay, let
Okay.
it float up. Oh, it's roll! What, you survived.
Yeah.
Oh, why is that one black?
Don't know. It's upside down. It's probably got some kind of different physics set up with it.
Interesting.
I don't know, one way or another.
And there's also a gold one.
Yeah,
Or is it just being lit differently? Nah, it's just being
I
lit
think it's just
differently.
the lighting.
There's a save point.
Like, they cast different lights onto each other. I want to see, there's probably something I can do if I'm devilish. That will, I'm noticing there's a bit of treasure up here. Oh, wait, no, never mind.
Oh no.
It doesn't hurt that much. There was one of those, like, gem things that I could get along the way. Let's see. And I wasn't sure. Ooh.
Now, I do wonder if there are bodies of water where it's just riddled with landmines left over from the World Wars
absolutely.
and stuff.
There's still a large number of those places. I mean, I want to say sea mines are a little bit easier to pick up than like landmines, because you can kind of ping for them.
Yeah, that's true.
But there are totally still sea mines in the ocean. For the most part, I don't think people have to worry about them as much.
Oh yeah, I think that there were like some divers and they just happened to be poking around, and I remember reading an article about how they came upon a bunch of them and they were really concerned because one guy had been like, hey look, I found a nice, spherical orb, that's awesome. And it had been half embedded in the sand.
Yeah.
And it was like,
Yeah, those are scary.
Don't touch it.
Okay. The
Another
enemies are
weird-
getting a little bit more aggressive around here. They kind of respawn constantly.
Ooh, hey, you might actually be able to push that head. It was budging.
It's budging. Problem is, the jellyfishes have decided to come say hi. Luckily, they die pretty fast.
Oh man, the lanternfish or the anglerfish. Do you remember watching that one video talking about how the males are minuscule in size and literally just attach themselves to females and waste away while they supply their DNA for the
Yeah,
next
that's pretty gross.
generation? And so all the really creepy anglerfish are actually ladies.
I wanted to comment on this, by the way.
Huh?
As I punch this guy in the face, he just vibrates slightly. I can't get him to move, and I don't know what the trigger is going to be. It's probably a switch somewhere.
Or maybe a mine.
But he just vibrates slightly with his mouth open. It's like, ah!
I mean, I noticed a lot of these statues have their mouths opened and typically have offerings in there. Now, is that a bizarre spotlight?
Probably a laser. Like, I get the feeling this thing
it would
spots
fire
me, it's gonna
upon
hurt.
you. Yeah.
Could be wrong.
Do you want to test it?
No.
Most of the clockwork things have been...
Oh, hey, there's an eel.
Oh, you want to see the eels?
I'm gonna get out of the way of...
But then they won't give you their treasure.
There's some kind of trigger with the eels. I think it has to do with my lights.
I thought it was if you stayed by them long enough.
Yeah, I don't know
They'd
yet.
Be like, our Lord and Master, we will give you.
Okay,
our
I'm just
most
gonna hang out down
prized
here for better or
possession.
worse.
Whoa.
Ah!
Oh, an insta-death ray!
There's our
Missile.
answer.
Ah!
Well, I don't know what I expected, but it was actually pretty much just straight up that. Well, whatever. Not a big deal. Eh. Like, it hardly throws us back at all.
Hmm?
It's just, I mean, it's just a mild inconvenience dying. There's so many checkpoints in this game that, like, it doesn't really, it doesn't even really hamper. The one thing I don't like is, the enemies just spawn, as far as I can tell, without end in an area.
Mm-hmm.
But I could be wrong. Oh, crap. Yeah, it looks like they just keep spawning on you until you clear the area. Maybe not. No, it just saved on us, so that might have actually been a...
There's some more energy up there.
Yeah.
Have you actually been able to increase your health bar? It looks like you've acquired more than just the base.
Problem is, you're paying too much attention to chat, not enough to the game. I picked up a health thing, like, a while ago.
Okay, so we were wrong to test the light. It's dipping back. Ooh.
Yeah, I don't know what it is with the...
I mean, we've received eel treasure before. I think we'll
Yeah.
be okay.
Yeah, it's not a big deal if I don't get it, but I should probably at least get the gold. There's probably a reason for it. It's just...
It looks like we have a gate, though.
Yeah, so that corresponds with something else. Also looks like there's a breakable thing and some kind of weird red thing.
It'd most likely be an explosive device of some sort.
I don't know. It doesn't look explosive. It looks more like a ruby.
Mm-hmm.
Which, I don't know. That could mean anything, really. Okay. So we got that. We've got that treasure I can't get to. Like, there's so many things that you can't get to yet. Oh, hey, I can't get up here, though. Or not. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, come on, chip away that one. No, I'm kidding.
You'd totally be able to, but it would probably bring this whole place crashing down on our heads.
What, with all of the missiles being flung around by the sentinels protecting this place?
Yeah, I'm
I
not
don't
really
know.
sure about that. What the
They'd
heck?
probably be.
Oh, it's a vibrating plant thing.
Now, I wouldn't venture too far away from solid objects. That's how most fish avoid being eaten by much larger predators. Whoa, is there a person crouched up there?
We can check it in a second.
An
Okay.
alloy will increase the cause damage, reforging it to a more effective weapon.
Double turbine increases the length of the boost.
Oh, hey, what are those?
We can also go with the magnetic, increase the range at which we like magnetize things in. I think I'm gonna go with alloy claw just so we murder things faster, but I could be wrong. Can you attack the spotlight? As far as I've seen, you can't attack anything that's made out of ancient tech.
Erin shuddered as she thought of the men and women who had once walked through the rooms of this giant ship.
Can you go back up to the top? There was something in the mast above where the,
Yeah, it doesn't look like we can do anything there anyway.
No, but above the crab. See, it's a skeleton, huh? And it's pointing.
Interesting. It's a hint at this.
Uh-huh.
Eat this. Oops. Eat it.
Sorry.
Eat it. Damn it. Okay, maybe he only eats blue flowers.
So far, only clams have actually accepted offerings.
Yeah, no. I assume we get a claw that lets me drag.
Wait, did it say skeleton something?
Where? What?
When you went to the map.
Skeleton Reef.
Oh,
but that's
the
the
whole
name
thing
of this
is
whole
skeleton
area.
reef, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, the pirate helped you.
Yeah,
to
so
some
that's
extent.
just telling me about like an area that we can go to. We're still trying to figure out how to get around. So that needs an explosive. Which I'm assuming we're gonna... No. Hopefully at some point we get a claw upgrade or some kind of thing that lets me blow these up. Just because it does not feel like there's enough bombs around here. Ooh. Crap.
Well, it's getting a little too close to the surface at that point.
I was hoping I could go over. You see how it's kind of up and around? But no dice. So yeah, we have to go back into the boat and figure out how to actually, like, get in here and do stuff. So we've got... probably this? That's not
I wonder what it
anything.
must have been like for, going back to the whole James Cameron thing, with them sending their special little mini ships. Just to...
It must have been a hell of a lot of fun. James Cameron is totally just the kind of guy that'd be like, I
Right,
made a
but
ton of money from that movie.
Aren't you ever sad, though, about, like, actually seeing the footage of the Titanic, for instance?
I mean, it
With,
was a
you know,
tragedy.
all of the plates and the shoes and...
Oh, we haven't been in here yet, have we?
Nope, and it
Do
looks
we
like
fit?
it has a current, oddly enough.
Oh, I see.
Oh, there's hooks.
I see how it works.
activates the opposite one, though. Yep.
Yeah. There we go. Good timing. And...
No good.
come on. What's with all
Are you
this,
sure
like...
you can't use the claw?
Not to get through there, no. It blocks it.
No, but to, like, even grab the top of the...
No,
Nah.
it blocks it.
Okay.
So it's saying we need to get over here, and we also need to get in there. Well, whatever we need, it looks like the only way to get in is back down where we were.
Down.
Okay, so we gotta probably figure out how to get past the light, it looks like. Oh, let's hang
Oh.
out over here. Unless there's a way to, like, activate Moai head that I don't know about.
I don't believe so.
Probably should have hit a save point. Okay, keep your
Is-
eyes out. We need a,
You need a gate.
yeah, we need a lever here. I don't see anything in there.
And it's not underneath. I thought there was some empty area right below.
I
Where
don't
you
know.
were back there.
I'm gonna quick bop back and save. I don't remember the last time I hit save.
Okay.
And, oh.
What kind of... Is that a hook or something?
You can get these to explode.
Oh. So are you going to get to explode on the head or one of the statues? Which one?
I don't know. I've actually never had a whole lot of luck in getting these to blow up. Let's try going up. We had, oh. Unless maybe it has to do with the Moai head.
Mm-hmm.
We could try it with the Moai head. Let's see.
Are you calling it a Moa head?
Isn't it a Moai?
If you're referring to the Maoi, like Maori tribes, no. I don't believe so.
Yeah, so we've got these gates here. Oh, what if I, like, power boost it? That's an interesting question.
Well, okay.
Nope.
So I
Okay.
think what you need to do is you need to set it down, and you need to grab it exclusively from the hook on the skull. Like not.
I don't
not-
know if
not the
we
whole
have
of it.
that. Yeah, no, that's not what this is.
Because
This
I thought it was a grenade. Like pull the peg out.
no,
No.
no, that hasn't worked. Maybe we feed this to the Moai heads or Maui heads or whatever.
I don't know.
Nope, that didn't work. Come on, there's got to be.
And we didn't give
some...
They didn't give us an explanation about this random skull.
No, unless I'm missing an item. What we might have to do is warp back and get an item before we can come through here the rest of the way. I don't know.
Can you at least try to pull the peg out of the head?
It's the only times these have ever exploded on me was when an enemy hit it. And that's the only time they've ever exploded. It's not like a grenade.
Interesting. Well, then I wonder if you picked up a sea urchin or something and threw it at it.
Ooh, that's a good point.
Wait,
Okay.
You're using it on that, not on the way out or through?
Look, whatever that upgrade is, it's probably useful. Hit the barrel with a boost. Alright, we'll try that next. Okay. Well, for starters, we're gonna try this just out of sheer curiosity, and bam, nothing.
Nah.
Okay, we'll take it with us. Let's go see if we can hit that barrel with the boost. That's one thing I don't like about Metroid...
For goodness sake! That's a massive one!
Massive what?
Silverfish.
Oh, fuck. Alright, hold on. Technical difficulties, everybody.